Hey, like, I mean, was that pretty mind-blowing to see the ovation that you got from the Swedish fans? I mean, does it feel like this is getting bigger every time, given you're even more on the mainstream now with the UFC after that Jacare win?
Yeah, every time, every day, I just feel like I'm going like this now, and I really enjoy the ride on that rocket. And you know, I'm aiming for the sky, so I'm super happy to get that attention from the fans. You know, and I want to give something back to them. So I hope for a great fight in Denmark.
Like, I mean, you've obviously seen the success of Gustafsson here. Like, do you think like you could one day reach that kind of acclaim in Sweden? I know he's a national icon, basically, like the godfather of MMA in this country. Do you believe that you can get to that level someday in terms of the public appeal?
Yeah, you know, I'm sure that I can. You know, the Swedish people will be behind me together with the Norwegian. You know, I represent two countries and I have them both behind me. And you know, if I'm going for that title, everybody's gonna be on that ride.
Why do you see the fight with Kelvin going? Like, what appeals to you about that? Are you just strictly looking at numbers, or is there something about his style that you like?
No, to be honest, it's about numbers for me, you know. But also, you know, people recognize him as a good fighter, you know. And then there are a couple of other names, but they have fight books, you know. So I gotta take what's available. And you know, I want to beat the best in the division. So when I get to the title, people think that I deserve it.
I know you were speaking about a fight with Yoel Romero for a while. What do you think of this lawsuit that he's after getting? Apparently he's after getting 27 million.
Yeah, people talking about that, but I still feel like he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it, and when he takes a loss, he probably is gonna step up from the game. That's how I feel.
Would you fight again if you got 27 million in a lawsuit?
Yeah, I would actually. You know, my goal is the title. You know, and it's great with money. You know, but I want to make a mark for myself, you know, in this sport, and yeah, legacy. 10, 20, 30 years from now, when you speak about MMA, I want to speak about Jack Hermansson.
What is your impression of today's fights so far? We got plenty of Swedish fighters won today. How did you enjoy it?
Oh man, I enjoyed the fight so much, and I'm really happy for the Swedes. All wins so far, so we have a couple of more, and I'm rooting for them. Great fight so far.
It's hard to watch, like, because I know you were thinking, even like when it was 4 weeks away from this fight, you were going, maybe I could get on the car and stuff like this. Is it hard for you to sit there and watch this?
I can say when I sit in there, I'm shaking, you know, and it's itching in my knuckles and in my shins, you know. I want to get in there, but it's nice to be on the side to watch it as well, you know. But I'm getting very motivated, very pumped. And I feel like, oh man, I gotta get a new fight now.
Jack, you're probably unique amongst the athletes in Norway and Sweden, right? Because when Norway and Sweden compete, the Norwegians hate the Swedes and the Swedes hate the Norwegians, but everybody loves you. Why is that, man?
I don't know, man. I just chose to represent both countries, and you know, I hope that I have a kind of personality that they think that is good for the country. And yeah, I don't know, man. I stand behind them, and then they stand behind me. So that's how it is.
You know a lot of people in the game here as well. How is mixed martial arts in the Nordic region, in Norway, Sweden, Finland, the Baltics, Denmark?
The level is so high, man, and you're starting to see it, but you're gonna see it even more in a couple of years, because you can see on the amateur side now, on the on the World Cup, on the amateur side, how well the Scandinavian countries are doing. And everybody knows that the lowest level is very, very high in Scandinavia. So, you know, even this year I think we're going to have a couple of more Scandinavians in there. So, yeah, we're all about it.